The stage is set as Universe 7's God of Destruction Beerus looks to bring his team of Goku, Gohan, and Majin Buu to collide against Universe 9's Dwarf God of Destruction, which will have a team consisting of wolves by the name of Bergamo, Lavender, and Basil, and we know that Majin Buu will be fighting Basil as Goku looks to battle against Bergamo, and now the stage is set for Gohan to prove himself once again as Gohan will be battling against Lavender in what is the only opportunity Gohan will have in order to prove himself not only to his father, but prove himself worthy to be a part of the team and the tournament in and of itself. Now, Gohan was not there during the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 battle, so Gohan is unfamiliar with how everyone else is going to be operating, at least from Universe 6's standpoint, but now he's going to be battling against the character that specializes in the art of footwork, and that is a kicking-like character by the name of Lavender. And having to specialize in his footwork, now Gohan has to come up with a strategy in order to put someone like this down for the count in order to save his universe and prevent it from being destroyed by the Omni King. However, there is an advantage that Lavender has over Gohan that Gohan does not have over Lavender, and that is the art of teamwork. Now, the reason why I say this is because the trio of wolves are in fact brothers. Each and every single one of them, Basil, Lavender, and Bergamo, are brothers, which each specialize in their own fields, which makes their team that much more dangerous. Now, having to look at back when Gohan was fighting against Frieza's army during the Resurrection F movie and saga, Gohan really didn't stand a chance against such fighters, even having to be significantly weaker than how he was in Dragon Ball Z. So what are the odds of Gohan having to go up against someone like Lavender and surviving? In my opinion, during this specific battle, Lavender will get the best of Gohan, but by the end of it, you can't count Gohan out, because in the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super, we saw how Great Saiyaman was able to spar up against Super Saiyan Goku, and Gohan was able to perform somewhat of an attack that was able to push his father back a bit before resuming battle. Now, why is that important? It is important to note that Gohan was able to push Goku back even after years of experience, months of having to be trained by Whis, even going up against characters like Hit, Golden Frieza, and Goku Black. Gohan was still able to push Goku just a little bit off his feet behind before resuming the fight. So I do think that if anything, especially having to look at Basil versus Majin Buu, it's pretty safe to say that just because Majin Buu is fat in terms of appearance doesn't mean that he can't hold his own. Keep in mind, Majin Buu is still very much powerful as he was before, but what about Gohan and Lavender? I don't think that Lavender is the strongest amongst that team. I think that Bergamo, since he is the centerpiece, is the strongest, so at least we can cut Gohan some slack and not give him the strongest fighter on that team. And having to look back and judging based on how these fights are going to be graded, we're not entirely sure if you lose one fight and then win another, if it's all going to boil down to your third team member to see if he can actually ensure victory upon your team. So by if some chance Goku wins his battle and Majin Buu loses his, it's all going to come down to Gohan and requiring to beat Lavender in order to gain the victory for his team. Would I, as an individual, solely place my trust within Gohan to win this round? Absolutely not, but I do think that gradually over time, as we progress on forward with the fights, I think that Gohan will continuously prove himself and maybe even get stronger as he continuously fights stronger opponents. But there is going to be one opponent that I think is going to come along that's going to beat Gohan down to the point where Gohan is no longer able to continue the battle, but I don't think that person is going to be Lavender, and I do think that Lavender will fall by the hands of Gohan, which is why I also want to come to the conclusion that Universe 9 will easily be defeated. But what also strikes me as very unique is how Universe 9's Kaioshin tends to make fun of other universes a bit, and how the God of Destruction himself is indecisive and hardly able to destroy anything, which I do think goes hand in hand, especially when you have a Supreme Kai who tends to make fun of people and a God of Destruction who's indecisive and can barely destroy anything. I do think that that Supreme Kai may actually trigger Gohan by making fun of him, as it is said that that specific Supreme Kai tends to have a tendency in making fun of people. So maybe that's what's going to be the downfall of that universe, is having that Supreme Kai make fun of Universe 7 until Universe 7 turns it around and defeats Universe 9. But what are your overall thoughts on Gohan? Do you guys believe that Gohan will easily defeat Lavender, or do you guys believe that Lavender is indeed going to beat Gohan while Majin Buu and Goku defeat the other wolves? What are your overall thoughts on Gohan's comeback, and what are your overall thoughts on Gohan having to team up with Majin Buu and Goku to fight the three brothers? Post your comments down below. Thank you all for watching. If you guys are ready for the Universal Tournament to begin, go ahead and smash that like button to go ahead and save your universe. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. That way you guys are notified with all latest news, information, updates, and discussions. Thank you all for watching. As always, tune back into the channel for more, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Take it easy, guys. Peace.